Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew here.
And Steve.
And we are back for our 4th season of Wild Assent regular hunt mode.
Yep.
We've done some things off camera. We had our last encampment phase from season 3, where we earned 1 gold and went to the Sylvestrum and sold our level 1 stream caller.
Yep. That gave us 2 gold.
And what did we do with that 2 gold, Steve?
We used it to upgrade the Temple of Vil so that we can heal more Seekers at once, and we unlocked some extra abilities for Fiola and Matsu, and paved the way for, I think, Daniel to get his ultimate ability eventually as well.
You got it.
Yep.
We also went to the market and looked for some gear, and we were fortunate enough to find a falchion.
And a, well, whatever this is, calming scent. So just a couple pieces of gear. Every Seeker can bring 1 piece of gear with them. And then if you add the workshop and start upgrading it, it lets you add additional pieces of gear to certain number of Seekers. So
everyone's allowed 1?
Yep.
Is one Seeker allowed to bring 1 extra piece?
If you have the level 1 workshop, one of your Seekers can bring 1 extra piece.
Gotcha. Okay. What else did we do in the interim? So we wanted to expose you all, not only just to the Seekers from the stretch goals and the expansion, but now we've shuffled in the creatures from those expansions and stretch goals as well.
And the scout cards.
And the scout cards,
yeah. Those are important.
So we are about to start our 4th scenario where we have the Fire Lord.
Yeah, I'm scared actually, because I didn't think he would be that, well, he's terrifying. The mini is awesome and I had a lot of fun painting it, but I did not expect it to be quite as terrifying on the battlefield as it is. So we're going to have to figure out a strategy for dealing with him. Plus, we have the Wildswood Widow, which can cocoon Seekers and lock them down. So we're going to have to deal with that. We have a Wisp, which is very low in hit points, but like heals other monsters with every attack and ability it does. Yeah. And then, of course, the Phoenix. You guys may have seen that once or twice before if you watch us. But when he dies, he just resurrects back up again, and you have to kill him all over a second time. Luckily, he's only level 1. Scary, everything else is level 2, and that's going to be our first time fighting multiple level 2 enemies.
Yep, you got it. So in the ruins of Erdever is where we are currently, and that card is a level 2 scout card, and it tells us to spawn 2 fire serpents alongside their Fire Lord
at the start.
So he's just kind of this charred nightmare. And you know, looking at his card, it looks like when he activates, he does a AoE of 5 assigned damage to any Seeker who is adjacent. And if he has Fire Serpents, they do the same thing. So if we were beside him right now and he was the first instinct card we pulled, that would be 15 AoE.
Damage right off the bat.
Right off the bat, yeah. So I think our plan is to just stay away from him.
Save him maybe for last.
Yeah, and just try to thin the field a little bit here.
Definitely.
Yeah. We were fortunate in that we drew the 6th card again when attempting to figure out which scenario we were going to play, which gives us the choice as to which one we were going to do. So because this is our first level 2 encounter, we decided to go with the one where we surprise the enemy and they're all just caught unawares at the watering hole, so to speak.
Yes. And they have their backs to us, which is definitely to our advantage here.
And the most important thing that we did off screen is we took Matsu to the tailor and he fixed up her staff.
Yep. We had weapon repairs done, as you can see here. So,
shall we dive in?
I think so, guys. Yeah, we're ready to go.
All right.
So, Seekers go first this time.
All right. So, I want to move away from those fire serpents.
Yep.
And maybe lay some smackdown on the widow.
Yep.
Can you tell me what the widow says?
The widow is, luckily it doesn't have any defensive abilities. It has web walk, so it can walk right over pits like they're not even there. That's it.
Okay. And it has 20 hit points?
20 hit points, no physical defense, 1 magical defense.
1 magical defense. Okay, so Drusus could put focused on him to prioritize getting him off the field.
Yeah. And then just step up and give him a good smack right in the back.
Yeah, because the AoE damage from the Fire Lord and his serpents, if he puts that on him, that just sounds like it's going to be a world of hurt. I didn't realize he could do that originally. So I think what I'll do is I'll activate Drusus. I will put his focused on the
Wildwood Widow.
You got it. And
don't forget though, he's by partial cover, so he will have.
So it'll neutralize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'm just going to walk up behind him and
give him a poke.
Yep.
That's 1.
I'm just trying to think, who do I want to be closest to the Fire Lord?
I mean, preferably.
I think Daniel. Well, no, he's lower in health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your original idea of doing that.
So I'm going to put Drusus there. I have a base damage of 4 plus 2 for being a veteran of the Sylvestrum.
6.
So that is 5 plus 2 for rear facing.
Let's do that math again.
4 plus 1.
It's 5.
It's 5.
Plus 2.
For rear facing is 7.
7.
You got it.
All right.
All right. And I get to roll 2 die.
Okay.
Does that all add up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we get 1 hit.
Another 1
success.
All right. That's
So
8.
That's 8 minus 0.
He has 0 physical defense. He has plus 1 defense from partial cover.
Right, but I just negated my focus.
Oh, so focus gives you plus 1 base damage?
It does. Plus 1
and
base
minus
damage
1 defense.
against that creature.
Okay, hold on. Let's. So you rolled up.
It would be
8.
9 minus 1 if we were counting all that. But
So-
I just called it 8.
You rolled up 8. Hold on. Follow me.
Yeah.
You get plus 1 more base damage from
Which is 9.
your ability.
Minus 1 is still 8.
Now that says minus 1 defense. Is the defense applied to Drusus or the creature?
It's on Drusus. So if that creature attacks Drusus, he gets minus 1 defense.
Okay. I
Drusus
read
has
the token.
Drusus has plus 1 base damage and minus 1 defense against that creature.
Okay, so this is the token that goes on Drusus. Great. I read it, the token says minus 1 defense on it, and if we apply the token to the monster, to me, that says the monster has minus 1 defense, but the description clarifies that. So great.
Yep.
8 it is. Yep.
So he's sort of that barbarian, like, he takes a lot of risk, but deals potential higher damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's reckless.
He's reckless.
He's reckless. Okay.
So
that's
8.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Shall we see what the repercussions of our actions are?
Yes, we shall.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix goes. Okay.
Oh, he will target where there are the most adjacent enemies with the lowest health. So that's rear. He's going to do a flying advance of up to 4 spaces because he is level 1. So 1 and then 2. If there are at least 2 adjacent enemies, assign 5 damage to self. So he is going to take 5 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
And assign 5 damage to all adjacent enemies.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
Yeah.
The ladies are down to 12. That's okay. They have healing and such.
Yep.
So, do you think that we should take out one of the Phoenix's lives? Or stick to our original plan and get rid of the Wisp? Let's get rid of the Wisp.
If we eliminate the Phoenix, I mean, Matsu can eliminate the Phoenix.
She can probably take him out.
Which then ties up the Phoenix on the next turn, because he'll activate, which will spawn his rebirth, but he won't get a turn after that.
Okay.
Right?
I believe that's how that works.
Yeah. We forgot his rebirth token, but we'll pretend we have it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yep. We'll just give him one of these little fisty icons.
All right, there we go.
That's his rebirth token for now.
So it depends who you want to trigger. Do you want to make sure you get that back attack?
I do. I want to smack that wisp.
The only trouble is depending on what happens, you may not have enough time to get a heal off on her, but we don't know.
Well, assign damage of 5 because of Drusa's. So if I did a katana attack against the Phoenix, it would die right away.
Yep.
And it would also trigger her self-heal, because when she slays a creature, she gets 5 health back.
Oh, do that.
All right.
Because at least one of them is healed.
So we will use katana, attack an adjacent enemy with 4 base damage, and 1 attack dice on attack, assign damage, and bleed. Drusus gives an additional base damage.
Do you want to consider strafing left once just to have potential line of sight benefit on that tree with other...
No, because I could not attack adjacent. I could not attack diagonally when there's a tree next to me like that. You can't go around corners on full cover, unfortunately.
Darn it.
But that will bring the Phoenix down, and we'll chuck him into the bushes for the moment. Now, what does it say under Rebirth?
Begin the encounter with 1 rebirth token. If the Phoenix is slain, discard the token and heal self for 10. The Phoenix is not slain. So, Matsu would not...
Wait a minute then. No, I don't want to do that. Because it doesn't slay him, she doesn't gain the heal, and he just pops right back up where he is.
It's a 10.
It doesn't
benefit us right now.
It doesn't do what we thought it would, where it takes him out of the running for at least 1 turn.
Yeah.
So instead, he's going to stay at 5. I'm going to have Fiola use a ranged melee attack, well, a ranged physical attack against the wisp.
On defense, -3 to all incoming damage from non-adjacent attackers.
All right, that's fine. We'll move her up then.
Okay.
So her base damage is 3. We get 1 more from Drusus. We get 2 more from
rear facing.
Rear facing, and then
you roll 3.
We roll 3 dice. That's a good amount of that. So where are we at? 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 7, 8.
No defense.
Yep.
Sorry, he gets +1 for being adjacent to
partial cover.
Partial cover. So 7 damage.
7 damage to our wisp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The wisp has 12 health, so they are under half, so they're capturable. Let's see what our instinct card does. The Phoenix.
Other ally with the highest missing health point.
Son of a gun.
So the Phoenix is going to heal for 6 to the wisp.
Yeah.
But he's going to assign 4 damage to himself.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If target is now at full HP, which he is not, heal Phoenix to full HP and draw another instinct card. So we are fortunate that it was 7 damage and not 6 that was inflicted.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Now, our turn again, yes?
Yep.
Should I...
What is the spider at?
He has 12 health.
12 health.
Let's have Daniel go after him, because his dual wield lets him
5, because he can do
ridiculous
at
damage.
least 10 damage if he has no defense.
He has no.
But he has plus
physical
one.
defense.
He has plus one for being
adjacent.
Adjacent. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get him off the table.
Get
or
him.
close to it. 1, 2. And then we are going to roll 2 die. So he has 2 base damage, plus 1 from Drusus is 3, plus 2 for being rear facing is 5, plus 2 die. That is 6. So 6 minus 1 for being adjacent is 5. So he will cause 5 damage to the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and I will activate dual wield to do the exact same attack against the enemy. So that is 5 again plus... if I had got that.
-1.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, we got a Phoenix and a Wildwood Widow on the verge of...
Well, not the Phoenix, but yes.
Well, you know.
The Wisp.
The Wisp, uh-oh.
So
okay.
he is going to target the enemy with the lowest magical defense.
So we have Drusus with 1 and Matsu with 1.
So he's then going to go to whoever has the lowest HP.
What is the point of a tank if nothing ever attacks them?
So he's going to do a flying careful advance of 4 and do a magical attack of range 4. So right now he doesn't have line of sight, so he's going to turn around and that's 1. And then he's going to fly over. Boom.
2, 3.
2. That's it. Just he's going to turn and then fly over is 2.
We'll probably just turn this way and then fly like that then.
Yep.
So he can face her, right?
That's it. And then from there, he is going to do a, he's level 2, so 5 base damage. I actually think where was he? Like this?
Yeah.
And it's a careful advance.
He's facing away.
5, he has 4 movements, so 1, 2.
That's 2, 3.
4. Rear facing. Because it's in his frontal arc.
5.
He doesn't have to, though. It's in his frontal arc and it's his rear.
Okay.
Glutton for punishment.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, 5 base damage.
So he will have 5 base damage plus 2 for rear facing is 7 and 3 attack die.
Well, there goes Matsu again. Every game, it's just they pile on to her right at the beginning until she's dead.
9.
9.
Minus
1.
Minus 1 is 8. 8.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now it's our turn again.
So Matsu has gone.
Matsu has not gone.
Has not gone.
Fiola has gone. Drusus has gone. Daniel has gone. Matsu's turn.
What is the Wisp at? Oh, she doesn't like magical damage. I think the only thing really to do is just try to heal. Do you have something that she can heal with?
Yeah. She can roll some dice and heal herself.
I think she should
I was
hide behind a tree.
trying to see if she could get at the widow. Wait, she has ranged attack. So if she goes 1, 2, 3, the widow is 1, 2, 3, and her range is 3.
3 squares.
Yep.
The next 5.
5.
It's 2 range of 2 from right where you are.
Great. So she could hit him easily.
She could, but then she's at risk of dying.
No, because if she kills him with his 2 hit points, she gets 5 back.
Oh, do that.
Yeah. All right. So base damage of 5 plus 1 from
Drusus?
Drusus is 6. He's dead. But I get to roll this dice, so I'm gonna. Yeah.
7.
7.
Minus 1 for partial cover. That's 6.
1, 2 in the bushes with you.
Awesome.
And because of honor and glory, she will get 5 hit points back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and just like that, we're back in
the game.
All right. Wisp.
Oh.
Enemy with the lowest HP.
Oh.
And lowest magical defense. Flying careful advance of 3 to perform a magical attack of range 4. So
She would need to move to at least here to hit. Because of the line of sight issue with the tree.
yeah. 5 base damage, 4 attack dice.
Okay, that becomes 7 damage and 4 dice. So, looks like she's gonna die after all. One more
Can we
die.
pull up the line of sight page?
Absolutely. I just paged through every page in the book, right? You saw that too, right? Oh, I went backwards.
Yes, I would say she has line of sight. Yeah,
Right
absolutely.
there, she does, yeah.
I mean, based on that diagram, these 3 arcs she does.
Yep.
If she was here,
She would not.
that diagram would still make me believe that she does.
But the description for this tells you you cannot do that.
So can we pull up that description of full cover? So it'd be back, I think. There you go.
No aiming around corners. So it says, any attack that draws line of sight through full cover cannot be made, even if the miniature is adjacent to full cover. So if they're both adjacent here,
Yeah.
that's considered
Because it has to
blocked.
come. It has to come from the middle of her square.
Right.
So in this case, from the middle of her square to the middle of that
Exactly.
base, it's fine. Okay. So a base damage of 5 plus 2 for rear facing is 7, plus hopefully a very nice roll. No,
That's it.
10. Minus 1 is 9.
And that is our third encounter with a dead Matsu.
Maybe we
Out of 4.
Maybe we should have bought the holy relic instead of the sword.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity at the market to not
Every
buy
time.
this falchion and instead buy
A relic that would revive a down seeker.
with 12 HP. All right, so who has not gone?
Everybody has gone now.
We went first. That was their last turn then.
Yep. So we
New round.
back to a new round. This is not on cooldown. This is unlocked.
Okay, so the
Our
question is,
turn.
who has what health right now for the enemies?
He has 1,
Yep.
which technically means he has 11. The Wisp has 11, and the Fire Lord has 20.
So there's only 3 enemies left on the board, creatures, and 2 of them are grouped in one corner. We don't want to be near him. I think
Yep.
we should just prioritize
The Phoenix and the Wisp.
the Phoenix and the Wisp. Drusus and Daniel can't get close to the Wisp at this moment.
1, 2. She could, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I have a plan, if you are in agreement. I think Daniel should move up 2 spaces, and I think he should do his double attack because he'll kill the Phoenix on the first, he'll heal, and then he'll still get a generous rear facing attack because he has a range of 2. So he can stand right in front of Drusus right now
Yeah.
and not have any issues with line of sight and have 2 back attacks against the Phoenix. He'll trigger his rebirth, and the second one will do a huge chunk such that anyone else can just hit him and he's done.
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay.
The only trouble with that, though, is Drusus won't be able to get line of sight. So it would have to be Fiola that kills him.
That's fine.
Okay. So we're going to go 1,
2.
Actually,
Oh.
if he had line of sight to there,
Yep.
Drusus has line of sight, or
Yeah.
Daniel has line of sight to here.
I agree.
So he's just going to stop there.
Okay.
And then Drusus doesn't have any problem coming in to finish it.
He's gonna smack him good.
Yeah. So going to do 2 plus 1 from Drusus is 3, plus 2 for rear facing is 5, and roll 2. 8 minus 1 and a physical defense of 1. Or no, just that. Anyway, 7.
Regardless,
He's triggering rebirth.
he goes
We
into the
remove his
bushes.
token.
and
He's back to 10.
up. There we
And
go.
I will make that same attack again. This time with 2 successes. So
Okay,
that's
so
3, 4, 5, 6,
6,
7.
1, 2.
Yeah. And that is the end of Daniel's turn.
Now it is time for the monsters.
Dum, dum, dum.
Wildwood Widow.
Oh, we get a break.
Hey. So, do you want Drusus to finish him off or Fiola?
I am sort of thinking that maybe Fiola should heal.
Okie dokie.
We could finish him off, and that may give us more breaks. It's just kind of like what's more important to us.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll heal herself back to full. And I'm going to steal this from you. Her Whisper ability is now on cooldown.
Where does she want to move, if anywhere?
2, 3, 4. No, she's in the way of Daniel there.
But it might protect her from the wisp, because there's only going to be, hopefully, 1 creature left. The other thing is these 2 both trigger AoE attacks. So if she's grouping up over there and he pulls a card that says most adjacent enemies.
What if we do 1, 2, and just get her over there?
Away from Firelord.
Away from the Fire Lord, away from the Phoenix, and in a good position to attack the Wisp on her next turn if the Wisp doesn't run across the map to attack Drusus.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Okay. And it is the Phoenix.
Other
Sorry.
ally.
So we should have killed it. Oh well. Other ally with highest missing health points, which will be the Wisp.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Oh, this is going to be unfortunate. So he's going to heal the Wisp for 4, which will put the Wisp to full health.
Boop.
And he'll damage himself 3.
Boop, boop, boop.
Which would kill him. Heal Phoenix to full HP. If the target is now at full HP, heal Phoenix to full HP and draw another instinct card. But he died.
I think the spirit of the card is he...
Should we send that? We should send that. So we're going to check with Robert or Nicola of Lazy Squire Games as to whether or not the Phoenix would heal to full, because he was at 2 or 3 HP left, and it said assign self 3 damage, which killed him while he was healing the Wisp. But if the Wisp is at full health at the end of this activation, the card would tell you to heal the Phoenix to full health.
How much damage does he assign?
3.
3 Trissa.
I'm surprised the Fire Lord hasn't moved at all yet.
You know what that means is the bottom half of the deck is stacked up with those Fire Lord cards, and once we kill these two, it's just going to be a battle of attrition again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do we want to interpret that in the meantime? Halt, heal for 4, and then assign 3 damage to self, which kills him.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it says heal yourself to full. So I think in the spirit of the way the Phoenix works, it coming back and having full health makes the most sense. Which sucks for us, of course, but you wanna punish ourselves here, or we're gonna just
Tell us in the comments what you think
tell us
how we should have done this.
we'll fast forward through our deliberations when we get to post. And
sounds like
what's going on.
sounds like we're healing the Phoenix to full.
Yeah.
But
Do you want to take a quick break?
The way I would see this is he died and he doesn't have a rebirth. So that's the rebirth is the thing that triggers him going back to full when he dies.
Yeah.
But this isn't rebirth. This is then just give him full health.
Yeah.
Which I read that as if he has health remaining, he goes to full health.
Well, for the sake of keeping the video from getting too long, why don't we do it like that? We'll play it as he died. And I will make an addendum to the video with the ruling from the...
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't hurt us anymore.
That's right. Now it's our turn.
Yep.
So Fiola has gone. Matsu is dead. Daniel has gone. And so Drusus is left with nobody to target at this time unless he wants to move over and try to start up on the Fire Lord, which I don't think he does want to do. If anything, I think he just turns 90 degrees and just whacks the one serpent and is no longer adjacent to anything. Just like this. Boom,
just like that.
Boom.
Smack that serpent.
Smack the serpent.
Now it's got 3 defense, so...
So 3 defense, and it gets +1.
Oh, it's just got 2 defense.
3 really, because he's...
adjacent, so 3.
He's adjacent, and he was facing like this.
Yep.
So,
what's your BD?
So I have a base damage of 4, +1 for being Drusus, and I get to roll 2 die. So that is 5 plus 1 is 6 minus 2 plus 3 for being adjacent. So 6 minus 3 is still 3. He has 1 health.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's a goner.
All right. So he can go over there.
Bye-bye, little guy.
And Drusus is facing this way. So that's the end of his turn. They have 1 activation left in this round, and it is the Phoenix who is dead. So we get a break. Now it is everybody's reset.
Whisper, my heal is still on cooldown, so we're going to leave that.
Okay.
Now, do you want to think about capturing this wisp since it's way over here by itself?
Well, it's level 2, so we would
we
need
gotta get
all
these
3.
three over here.
I think we just kill and we just try to capture the Fire Lord.
What if we capture the wisp and the Fire Lord? Then we can upgrade 2 buildings.
Your strategies always lead to us dying.
So greedy. Okay, so you want to kill the wisp?
I want to kill the wisp
All right.
and capture the Fire
So
Lord.
what, start of our turn, I'll just have Fiola start wailing on her.
Blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiola does physical damage, which is great because the wisp almost has no physical defense.
Out of curiosity, can she get in a position where she can hit the wisp but be adjacent to that tree?
Well, we go
to be closer to
1,
him in the
2,
end.
3, 4. Like that?
That's good, because then she's got some potential protection.
Or did you mean like 1, 2, 3, 4? An attack from up here, because she has a range of 2.
Well, ideally, she has a range of 2.
Yeah.
So my thought is, if she's over in this direction and the wisp is what activates next, the wisp is going to be closer to the others in the end, such that they can actually move on their next turn and do something to the wisp.
Yeah.
I just was hoping she might aggro the wisp this way.
Sure. I feel like that would be the right spot to do that at. Yeah.
But if the wisp only moves to like here and she's there, no one can get there. That's the only case. We have to just find the right spot. The wisp also seems to attack from range, so it might not move at all.
Well, and I think that the wisp mostly attacks people with low magical damage, so it's going to be targeting Drusus, whatever it does.
Drusus, okay. So she
So
may
it's
want
going to probably just ignore her and go running after him.
Yeah, then I think put her where you had her.
Right here?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hey, let's do this. So, 3 base damage, plus 1 from Drusus, and 3 dice. So 4 plus... nothing! If only we had that other upgrade, I could re-roll all of those. Okay, so...
Oh, that stings. 4.
That's still 4 damage.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's not.
Why not?
We forgot to read its card before attacking.
Oh, that's why I wanted to move up here.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So again,
I'm still going to keep the dice roll because
this is one
was
thing
trash.
that may not be difficult for others to remember, but for Steve and I, we always forget to read the creature's cards just to refresh our memories before attacking, because on defense, -3 to all incoming damage from non-adjacent. So you can't use range against this guy. You're just at a huge disadvantage. So by stepping up, Fiola will actually do 4 damage to the face on this thing.
Yep.
And then we pull an instant card.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
And it triggers the wisp. And he targets the lowest magical defense. Like you said.
Yeah.
So he will
Go after
carefully,
Drusus.
careful flying advance of
4.
4 to be at range 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
He's just going to move to here.
4. 1, 2.
That's it.
1, 2, 3,
Diagonal.
4.
Yeah. And Drusus just gets
He
plus
gets
1.
his partial defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is going to do 4 base damage
4.
and 3 attack die against Drusus, who will have a magical defense of 1.
Nope. Wasn't ready.
Plus 1 for partial cover.
All right. So 2.
I like that previous roll better. So, what was it? 4 plus 3 is 7. -2 is 5 damage to Drusus.
That's not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Look, I mean, he's got so much health left. Look at that.
However, on each special, heal all creatures 2.
1, 2.
1, 2 again.
All creature on each special.
Boom.
Whew.
He's back to full health. But Fiola now has rear facing.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
For her next turn.
Yeah. So Drusus or Daniel can go next. And I think Daniel will just... Because Drusus would have to turn strafe, and move and still not get there.
Okay, so you want me to move Daniel 1 here and then 2 there, and he can just...
because then he can do his attack twice. The thing is, do I want to attack twice, or do I want to do a range 1 4 base damage, 2 attack dice, and add bleed?
Well, you can't, because you can't get any closer.
Range 1, right? So I have to do my basic attack. All right, so it's base damage of 3 with 2 die. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
He's not adjacent.
Oh, so what does it say when you're not adjacent? -3?
It'll be...
To all incoming damage?
-3 to all... Yeah. -3. So it's not going to work. I'm going to move laterally 1 with Daniel, and then I'm going to trigger charge, which will move him forward 3 fields in a straight line. If he is adjacent to an enemy after moving, he may perform his default attack without dual wield. So I only get to attack him once.
But you are not, you're negating that -3, which is huge.
So it'll be a base damage of 3 in this case because of Drusus and 2 die. And that's 4 to the face. He has no defense.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. And I think we're going to see the Fire Lord now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The Fire Lord.
Most adjacent enemies. He will advance. He will advance 4 to be wherever he can be closest to the most. And he can't get adjacent to more than 1. So in this case, he would go to whoever has the lowest health. Can he get to Daniel? 1, 2, 3, 4. He can, because Daniel has less than Drusus. So he's going to do this.
Okay, that makes sense, because he could get adjacent to either of them, so he following the card.
Yep.
Great.
But on activation, does he do anything?
On activation, all enemies adjacent to the Fire Lord or Fire Serpents are assigned 5 damage. Now, I read that as it happens first before he moves.
Yeah. But there's nobody adjacent, so it's all good.
Right.
And what does the bottom one say?
The on defense spawns a Fire Serpent. Yep.
Okay. So he is now going to do a magical attack of range 1 and assign 2 damage to each adjacent enemy. So 2 damage is automatically assigned to Daniel. However, it's +2 because he's rear facing. That's 4 total.
I have done that.
He is now going to immobilize Daniel and taunt Daniel.
I shall taunt you a second time.
So I've put a little taunt icon there.
And here's the immobilize icon.
Thank you. So that is the end of the Fire Lord's turn. And it is now our turn. Daniel has gone. Fiola has gone. All that is left is Drusus. And I believe the Fire Serpent would do the same thing.
It has a movement of 3.
1, 2.
It will try to get close to Daniel because that was the Fire Lord's target.
3.
Yep.
And then it does a range 1 attack.
No, it does not.
What does it do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They act like fire totems, where wherever they're placed, they do AoE damage around them.
So
but they don't actually attack anybody.
Do you think he would have went 1, 2, 3 to get closer, or 1, 2, 3 to get closer?
Well, if there's ever a decision according to the rules for normal mode, the monster will do that which is most beneficial to the seeker.
Gotcha.
In hard mode, it would do what's most beneficial or detrimental to the seeker, I guess.
That being said, I'm happy with him going where he is.
He's in the stream.
Because
I feel like Drusus is going to move.
Drusus is going to whack that, because if he hits the Fire Lord, yes, he causes some damage, but he has to be within range, so he'll get hit. And that'll spawn another Fire Serpent.
Yeah.
And so I'm just waiting. And he
doing a little crowd control.
He can't get to the Wisp, so he'll just take out the Fire Serpent. But he is facing this way right now. So if he goes 1, 2, and then turns, he's not within range there.
And he can get a back attack.
Yeah, let's just put him here like that. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
so
And
he'll have
just roll some dice for fun,
a
because that
base
thing's going
damage
to die.
of 7 here because of rear facing. Nothing. 7 minus 3, actually 4 is still 3. He's gone.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So all the Seekers have gone. Now we get their last instinct card.
Mic check.
Mic check. Looking good.
All right.
Wildwood Widow, we get a break. So now it is our turn.
Speaking of breaks, why don't we take a quick break? We'll pause the camera and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Sounds good. All right, you guys, back from a quick break.
Yep.
We heard back from Lazy Squire Games, and in fact, we made a mistake earlier. I made a mistake earlier when we were rear-facing that Phoenix and discussing whether or not
It kills itself.
it kills itself when it activated, and it healed the Wisp
Yep.
to full, but it hurt itself to the point where I thought it would die.
Yep.
A creature cannot kill itself. So
What it would do is it go down to 1 HP because it would damage itself, but it can't die. So it'll stop at 1 HP. Any over damage just goes away. And then in that case, it would heal itself back up to 10. We're far enough past that right now. We're not going to try and figure out what was going on and go back. But
we're still not out of the
we're not out of the
yet.
woods yet because we still have this terrifying Fire Lord.
Yeah.
As we can see, he's now up in the thick of things. So
Yeah. So the last thing that happened is the
Fiola went.
Fiola went, but the Fire Lord moved up,
Yep.
taunted Drusus.
Yep.
And then Drusus had already gone.
You had
he
Drusus
killed the
go, yeah.
serpent.
Yep.
Or sorry, Daniel had already gone. Drusus killed the serpent. Fiola has already gone. And then we pulled their last card, which was the Wildwood Widow. So we got a break at the end of that.
And that's why we went on break.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we're starting a new session, and Fiola's heal, I believe, is now back as well.
That's off cooldown.
And any one of us can go first.
So,
I think Fiola should go first and try to kill the Wisp.
Take him out.
Because if she can't, it may heal again. Daniel is being taunted by the Fire Lord, so he can't do anything, and Drusus can't get down there.
All right, let's do it. 3 base damage plus 1 from our boy Drusus, plus 2 more because we're back facing. 6 base damage and 3 dice. Come on, no whammies. Yes. All right, guys. So that is 3 more. So what we got? 6 plus 3 is 9.
Yeah.
We are adjacent, so they have 0 defense against that attack. That brings us from 8 all the way into the bushes. Bye-bye, Wisp.
Perfect.
Okay.
So there is only one enemy left, Fire Lord. We need to capture something.
Yep.
And he's got a lot of health, so I really don't want to just keep wailing at him and getting AoE damage. So the thing is that when we attack him, he spawns a fire serpent.
Yeah.
And we need somebody to do crowd control on serpents, I think.
Yeah.
Get rid of them before they can AoE.
Yep.
And we only want one person adjacent to him, I think.
Well, here's the thing. Both Daniel and Fiola have ranged attacks.
Yep.
So they could pew, pew, pew onto the Fire Lord while Drusus walks around the edges and takes out the...
The only trouble is Daniel is immobilized right now.
For now.
So if Fire Lord were to get closer to Fiola right now, Daniel would still be in range. If he were to attempt to be closer to Drusus right now, he would still be in range. So I think Fiola just went, didn't she?
Yeah.
So the only people left to go are Daniel, who can't move. So I think Daniel should just hit him and just take
Just give him
that
a dual
damage.
wield right to the
Yeah,
face.
Yeah, all right. So Daniel's going to spin
Spinny, spin, spin.
and put his back to the tree.
Yep.
And he is going to have... Ooh. 2 base damage plus 1 from Drusus is 3, and roll 2 die. So a maximum of 5 damage minus 1 physical defense.
Yeah.
The best I can do is 4 twice, which is 8.
That's a lot of damage.
Or I could use the falchion and have 5 base damage
Yep.
because of 4 plus Drusus.
Yep.
2 attack dice.
Okay,
So a
so
maximum of 7
Yep.
in 1 swing. So 1 less than the best I could hope for
Right.
with the other.
And it does bleed.
And it does bleed.
I mean, sure. Because bleed, if we go a few rounds, could really end up making the Fire Lord that 1 or 2 HP closer to half health that we need. I like it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just got these items. We honestly should be using them. Who killed Matsu? It was the Wisp,
It was
wasn't
the
it?
wisp, yeah.
We didn't use Calming Scent to have it do it because we treated it as a threat level 2 creature when it should have been doing damage like a threat level 1.
Yeah, we didn't use your item.
That's okay. She probably would have died anyway, to be honest.
All right, so, I'm going to try the falchion and see what happens.
Do it.
Okay, so range 1, which we are, 4 base damage, plus 1 from Drusus is 5, 2 attack die.
Get him. Get him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, so
We'll take that
6.
6.
Minus 1 is 5.
So-
Ooh, no.
What?
He's adjacent, so it's only 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. But you know what? He's now 4 damage closer
He is.
to half health.
And
We only need
let's put a bleed token on
not
him.
many more. And here is your bleed token, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
So when we attack him
Yeah.
on defense,
Oh, he spawns one of these. I like this one. It's got extra fiery edges.
but the kindest thing to do is put it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Wildswood Widow. So the only
Shame.
person left is Drusus. He's going to do that,
1, 2.
and he is going to hit the serpent.
All right. So the serpent has a defense of
Or
2, 3. What is your base damage, sir? 5?
one caveat.
You want to
Rear facing right now.
cleave?
Could move up 1. If I only need to do 6 damage, and I would have 4, 5, 6, 7 base plus 2 die.
So if you cleave those 2, then we start a new round. Well, we would draw a card, then start a new round.
And may even be able
and
to
then
capture
these
right
two
away.
could go in for the
Yeah.
capture.
Yeah, so Drusus is going to move up 1. He's going to trigger cleave, which allows him to attack his attacks damage all enemies in his frontal arc. And we asked LSG earlier about whether or not this counts as AoE damage, and AoE is generally from magic. Not physical. So the reason why we asked is because the fire serpents are they don't take damage from AoE.
Yeah.
But if you get a big swiping axe hitting you in the rear end,
It's not considered an AoE attack,
You got
is
it.
what we were told. So
all right. So we're
they
going to have
may addend that later.
so 4 base damage plus 1 for being a veteran is 5.
Yep.
Plus 2 for rear facing is 7, and 2 die
Come on. Oh, yeah.
9. 9 minus 3.
Well, technically 4. It's 5 damage.
No, it's 2.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
But he's going into the
In the bushes.
yeah. And then the Fire Lord is again 9 minus 2.
1.
1 for physical
physical.
defense, 1 for being
Yeah.
adjacent. So 7.
7.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That puts him at 9 health.
He's under
He's
half.
under half.
On attack,
Now, just
he spawns a serpent, correct?
yep.
So where's that one going to go to be kindest to seekers as per the rules? Right there?
Technically right there.
All right, perfect. So that is the end of all of our turns. Let's hope it's not him.
It's the Monster Widow.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Once again, proving that the strategy is to take out at least 2 enemies as fast as possible.
Yeah. All right.
So, refresh all characters.
And let's see who has what for health. So both of these two... Oh, she's at full.
She's at full.
Oh, so yeah, we just initiate capture.
Do you want me to have Fiola heal somebody? Like 1,
Drusus.
2, 3, 4. Drusus for 5. And then... or Daniel. She could bring him back to full health. But he'll go back as long as he doesn't take a huge amount of damage here.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think she can. I don't think they're going to take a huge amount of damage.
So heal somebody or just capture?
Yeah, I think heal somebody.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give Drusus 5 hit points.
Sounds great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 29.
Yep. And just hope to God we don't...
Sorry. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think...
Because if we pull a Fire Lord card,
Right.
we're all going to take 5 damage.
Exactly.
You know what? I think we'll heal back up from our
I think
priest.
she can still do that. I think somebody should just initiate capture before she does that.
Good.
The Fire Serpent, however, will move closer and do nothing. So somebody needs to still kill that. Otherwise, it'll just keep pumping out damage.
If we pull Fire Lord cards.
Yes. So we'll see what this next one is. But Daniel can't, I guess he can move.
Yeah.
I think Daniel will just go first and initiate capture because he's not the one I wanted to heal anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Daniel's going to initiate capture. So we'll get a token.
From where he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
First capture.
That's first capture. That's the end of his turn.
Yep.
And we'll flip an instinct, and it is the Wildswood Widow.
Perfect.
Perfect. So if we... Yeah, the only thing is we can't break capturing to then take care of that thing. And it does 5 damage. So it doesn't make sense to heal anybody unless we just get rid of it.
So why don't we have Fiola go in for the capture and Drusus take care of the monster? Take care of that thing.
Okay. So he'll go 1, 2, 3.
Swing.
Swing.
Now, just roll these, and it dies. Because he has 7 base damage, 8 minus 3, 4 damage to a 1 HP creature.
Yeah.
We're done.
Let's see what happens. Fire Lord.
Okay, so our boy, Daniel, takes 1 damage.
Yeah. Now, technically, on activation...
Okay, so capturing creatures...
But he doesn't spawn a serpent anyways on
The
activation.
creature cannot activate, retaliate, or summon while at least 1 capture token is on its card. So
Perfect.
the keyword to activate is both here and here. He does not do his AoE.
Wonderful. Okay, so that is the end of Drusus's turn. The Fire Lord does nothing but cause 1 damage to Daniel.
Yep.
And now it is
Daniel has
Fiola's
gone.
turn.
So Fiola will move up 1, 2, and
So
initiate
She
capture.
could heal somebody right now. Because it's going to benefit a little bit.
So I could from here, I could...
I mean, she could
it
put
means
Daniel
there'll
to
be
full.
1 extra round that we have to go through.
That wouldn't be the end of the world.
All right. So she will put bestow on Drusus. So whatever the number of squares that he moves on his next turn, he will be healed by that much.
She doesn't have that heal 5 left.
Got to be adjacent. No way to get there.
What about Daniel? Because he's down 5 now. He could be full health.
He'll go back to a full as soon as we get back to encampment.
He will go back to full.
Yeah. So Drusus
Drusus.
would be the better play here.
which is
Because he's
only-
going to need to move, so he's going to get 3 hit points back. And then he'll go back to full once we get to encampment. And we can save all of our stuff for Matsu.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So you have bestow, my friend.
Perfect.
And, that will be Phil's turn.
and that is the end of everybody's turn.
So one last monster card, and then the next round.
Fire Lord. So
Okay.
Daniel takes 1.
1.
Boom. And then it's the beginning of a new round. Daniel will just go and flip his, take a damage.
Yep.
Or no, only when the Fire Lord activates.
Correct.
That's hard mode.
No. When he activates, also he takes 1.
He does.
Yep.
Okay. Just not that initial when he's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So we'll see who goes. Fire Lord. Daniel takes 1.
Another 1.
Does Fiola want to initiate?
Why don't I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, since you've taken so much damage, and then Drusus can move up 3, heal himself for 3, and do the second capture. Does that work for you?
2, 3. He will initiate capture.
There you go.
But now we have to do another whole round
1, 2,
if
3.
she heals.
Oh, it's going to be that way anyway. It's the same amount of time whether Fiola does it or whether Drusus does it.
No, but all 3 capture tokens could be down.
Oh, that's right. We
now.
need all 3 people to do it. Okay.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
No, that still goes out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I forgot, guys. I forgot that we needed all 3 of us to be capturing. My mistake. So I definitely want Fiola to capture and not heal
There we go.
on this particular turn.
So she would have taken damage.
1
then.
damage from the activation.
Yeah. And then Drusus went, so we pull one last card. And it is the Wisp, so we get a break.
Yep.
And we start a new round. Does Fiola want to go?
Fiola will take 1 damage and flip her token to capture.
Okay. And then we flip and we get the Phoenix, so we take a break. And Drusus will flip his.
And what does that mean?
It means
We have captured a Fire Lord
that we have.
for the Sylvestrum. You would think a creature as terrifying as this would, go for a little bit more than 2 pieces of gold. But apparently Veraclea's got a lockdown on things, and she's cheap.
All right. Do
All right.
we want to
We get an encampment phase
step
to do.
off camera and
Yeah.
do all this business?
Yep. So as usual, guys, we'll do the encampment phase off camera because it's a lot of deliberation and pretty boring to watch. But we'll give you a quick explanation of what we did at the beginning of season 5.
It's fun to go through yourself, though. Just not great to watch.
Yeah, it's not very entertaining.
All right, guys. We'll see you at the table for season 5.
See you there.
Ciao.